notorious. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the
NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And off we go from Nashville. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On the double.
55. Check 55. Mike, stop your whining.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Space to maneuver at the 40. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. A huge play there right off the bat. 41. Yards.
A gain of 41 yards on the play. And the Titans first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Ready? 50, plant.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Henry. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On the set.
Mike 54. All day, baby. All day. All day. All day.
Snap.
On second down, here's Henry. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. Extra point put through by Suckup, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's Prescott. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Harold Landry able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Harold Landry picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. But someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Prescott. And an alley to run. Oh, Prescott stripped. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. On 3rd down, it's Lewis. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Here we go on 4th, Tannehill. And that's caught by Smith. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here we go, set. 60 or.
Block 54, block 54. And let's get this, get this.
5.
It's caught by Davis. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Ready, ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
Hey, come on, no, come on, no.
Let's go.
Hey, watch that, watch that.
Right. Yo. Shoot.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
And Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Bearcats made it a 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. He can run for it. Oh, Prescott stripped. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I got you. We're going to 54.
On 1st down, Elliott. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
We're going to 53.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. First down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Throwing. Prescott. Flush to his right. He'll run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run it in with Elliott. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. To throw is Prescott. And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe.
Now Brown, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. LaShawn Sims with the INT. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Jayon Brown able to get him for a loss of about 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now Prescott. And the pressure gets to him again. Harold Landry getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Humphries now to return. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Let's go. 8, read.
Mark 54. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
Here's a quick throw out wide to Humphries. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. To throw is Tannehill. Going up top. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know? Maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
55. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Play action now, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. This to Jarwin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10 on the counter. Elliott. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Complete to Jason Witten. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Now Forbath for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Play action. It's Tannehill rolling to his right. He's going deep for Brown. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He's going to launch this thing way down. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Nashville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 stop.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill. It's caught. Smith. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Throwing again is Tannehill. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now Tannehill. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now it's Tannehill.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Back to throw, Tannehill. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
The defense was almost too good on that play. They took away all of his targets. The one thing they forgot, to account for him as a runner. And he's able to tuck it and go for the end zone and get it done.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tunnel.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Prescott. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Let's go. 10 Lobo. General West. Hey, Charlie. Let's go.
Tannehill going to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Tannehill escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And look at this. this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
They'll look to throw. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Kill. 47.
Here's Prescott. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Prescott. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Kamale Correa in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Prescott to throw. Being chased out left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long. Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. They'll run on first down. Elliott a first down and more. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's still two timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here.